You know, I mean, we're not really dressed up, but it's almost Halloween. National Cat Day. What's the point of having a cat? They're so independent. Mm-hmm. They don't want you anything to do. They want to then go outside and like come back 3 days later.
They only want you to pet them when they're ready.
Yep.
And then when they want you to stop petting you, they'll bite you.
By our window.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
I don't know.
Who is that?
And I don't know if this is true anymore. Apple Music sounds better on an iPhone than Spotify. Like I think Apple like reduces Spotify's and makes theirs sound so good. So Adobe has built a deepfake tool but doesn't know what to do with it. Like then why did they build it? Who's their biggest competition? Let's go get their CEO and let's do a deepfake of him.
We don't know what to do with it, so let's just market it.
Yeah.
Let's market that we don't know what to do with it, so we get some hits.
Yes. Didn't mean to get you out of your
in the middle of my ohm.
Ohm.
Yes. Ohm.
Hey.
Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
How you doing? You look great.
Flowmaster Diddy.
Flowmaster Diddy.
How many times I fix my hat? How many times are we gonna laugh about our costumes?
It's because that head's about 10 times too big for that thing.
Hey man, don't be knocking my. Don't you knock it till you try it. You like a little sample? I got my girls outside. You gotta buy before you taste.
Yeah. Taste before I buy. Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Life is good.
Life is good. Yeah, life is good.
I keep thinking you're gonna break out into a downward dog.
Downward dog. That's what I was doing before I got in this chair.
Yes.
So now I'm flexible. I don't know if you can see I'm sitting in the chair.
Yes, I see that.
Yes.
I see it. It's been a good week here. It's almost Halloween. That's, you know, I mean, we're not really dressed up, but it's almost Halloween.
I was going to put on my costume after the podcast.
I mean, you guys are used to seeing me in this. I wear it every other day. So it's just not that unusual. I feel good, though. I'm a little hot.
Yeah, I mean...
It's a little velvety.
Yeah, I was going to say velvet's hot. I don't think it breathes too much.
No. And I've been growing this hair out, for 2 days, and it's, using that new, that stuff that horses like to grow their hair out. It's amazing how fast it makes your hair grow.
Yeah, you're at the bang stage too. It's just like, you're going to grow it out, or you're just going to keep the bangs?
I don't know. I'm going to see how it goes, get a perm, and see if it...
Perm would look nice.
Accentuates There goes my hat. I'm losing the hat. The hat's gone.
Yeah, let the hair flow.
I gotta let it go.
My grandmother's got a great perm spot too. Yeah. So I'll let you know.
Yes. So we've had a good podcast. For those that missed it, Tuesday, the co-founder of Netflix, Marc Randolph, joined the show. Dropped a lot of knowledge. Marc was really cool, very transparent. He had a lot of good insights about how good ideas don't mean shit. Mm-hmm. It's all about execution and kind of developing your ideas. So he's had a little bit of success. So
tiny bit.
We might want to listen to him.
Yeah. He executed a little bit of his ideas.
He got it done. And Tuesday, the CMO of Webex by Cisco, Aruna Ravichandran. I kind of just like saying her name.
I can't say it.
She was awesome and very eloquent, very well versed, and she might be one of the smartest people I've ever talked to on the podcast. Like, she was an engineer, then got into marketing, took a total V-turn and or a U-turn. V-turn or U-turn. It kind of felt like a V turn. It was so dramatic. Use a little,
takes a little more time, I think.
To do a U-turn. She went V-turn. And anyway, she was awesome. Talked about the product roadmap for Cisco and the differences with Webex, but more talking about hybrid work, people working from home now, the challenges and opportunities of that. And then she just talked about, being a mom and running one of the largest companies in the world, or being in leadership. So,
and what do you think a company like that's going to do? Are people going to work that hybrid forever, you think, or after COVID's fully passed, they're going to go back to?
I think we're going to be in a hybrid world forever. I think it's going to be both. I think depending on the industry, I don't think that genie's going back in the bottle.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to have a little bit of both, working at home, working at the office, and I don't know. For us, I'm not convinced it's the best thing for a creative agency not to have some collaboration together in person.
Yeah.
But, we work remote on Fridays. They make them work wherever they want, and so try to give people flexibility. But you gotta have the right team, that they're responsible, they're doing what they need to. It just depends on where you are, kind of in the stage of the business. Depending on what you do. But I think it's going to be a hybrid moving forward.
Yeah, I think that freedom's good. I think the freedom's nice for people.
Yeah, and so we'll see where it goes. But she was great. Had her on. Been following the Braves. We're right up the road here. Braves are a couple hours away. Atlanta. We're 2 hours from Atlanta and upstate South Carolina. And the Braves are in the World Series. It's 1-1. Moving back to Atlanta. So go Braves.
Go Braves.
You much of a baseball fan?
I'm not.
I'm not really either. Like during the regular season, I'll admit, like I've grew up watching the Braves and watched like every game when I was a kid. And I don't know if it's just like the way society's gone, but like now my attention span for watching, a 4-hour baseball game, it's just a little slow. But it's exciting during the playoffs. Yeah,
the only thing I'm really into is the UFC.
Yep.
That's the one thing I'll watch every Saturday or every bout.
And now, it's time for the Radcast with Ryan Alford.
Thank you for teeing that up.
And Sean.
If anyone ever says UFC, we are going to play that track, I think. It's like...
It's legendary.
It's the trigger. Bruce was awesome. Can't wait for that. Episode's coming out in a few weeks, so you buckle up, people. Bruce was amazing. But it's been a good week. But as usual, we have a few social holidays. We're a marketing podcast, and I think in marketing today, social media dominates. And if you aren't properly highlighting the social media calendar with the best holidays, then you're just not doing social media right. So we start with a pretty serious one that's actually today. It's today that we need to be celebrating National Cat Day.
It's important.
Yeah.
Cats scare me though. Yeah, they're like small tigers. I'm more of a dog guy, but I respect the cat.
I'm a cool cat.
Cool cat.
Today.
You are.
Got some kitty cats.
Cool cat with a K.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Such a ridiculous outfit.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Look at this. Is this a cat print or a zebra print? I don't know.
Yeah.
But National Cat, I fucking hate cats. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't want to publicly say that.
I had one growing up, and we had it, and this cat, it did not want you to. It's like It's like, what's the point of having a cat? They're so independent. Mm-hmm. They don't want you anything to do. They want to, eat, sleep, and then go outside and like come back 3 days later.
They only want you to pet them when they're ready.
Yep.
And then when they want you to stop petting you, they'll bite you
or claw you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, cats suck.
I know.
Yeah.
So, but hey, if you like cats and you're listening, it's okay. It's each their own. But National Cat Day tomorrow, being Saturday. The day before the big holiday is Checklist Day.
Okay.
Don't ever make your some of these holidays, strike me as funny. Is like, don't ever make a checklist, but on Checklist Day,
definitely do it just one day out of the year.
Yeah. You make checklists?
I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also makes me feel better. Like I'll literally write down everything that I have to do, including eating food, taking a shower. And when I check it off, makes me feel like I've accomplished something.
Yeah. Today's checklist involved getting my suede shoes cleaned, shining my necklace.
That's real gold, isn't it?
Oh, it's real.
Yeah.
All right. It's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
Ugh. And then I did put some product in my hair. This was all on my checklist.
Yeah. How long did the hair take?
Today, hair and makeup took about 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah.
Just while I was buffing my something.
Yes.
What do you buff? Yeah. I was buffing my suede shoes.
I thought you were going to say something a little more.
Yeah, well, hey, we got a buffer or a fluffer.
What's the rating on this podcast?
It just went off the rails.
Yeah.
Of course, the biggest, Halloween's Sunday.
Yeah.
And some people will dress up. Others will be themselves like us today.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be good. My kids are excited.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna take them trick or treating? Where's the spot to go around?
We're gonna be at the lake, and they're doing all the boats are doing like I don't know,
Just a big party.
Big party, and walk around. The kids can trick or treat, and then there's a couple at the like this cove. They've got like a parking lot and stuff. There's gonna be like trunk or treating.
Okay.
Yeah, and like games and stuff. So.
Trunk or treating.
Trunk or treating.
Sounds scary. I don't know why. I just picture like kids getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
Come to my trunk.
Come, little kitty. Come
Yeah.
look at my trunk.
I got Snickers.
Just climb
in, my
in and
trunk.
you get lots of treats.
The Snickers are in the back of the trunk. You got to climb in.
Yeah, you got to get in to get them. Get them good. Sounds like a horror movie.
It does.
But Monday is National Authors Day.
Okay.
Okay, so if you've written a book, pat yourself on the back.
Thank you.
And it's actually 3 days in one. And it's also World Vegan Day.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Go.
You're not a vegan?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. No, I'm a meatitarian.
Yeah. Absolutely not.
But hey, if you're out there and you're vegan, then celebrate and have some vegetables.
I tried it. I tried it a couple times. I was just always hungry.
Yeah.
I could not fill myself up.
I have an insatiable appetite for meat.
Yeah. Nothing like a good burger.
Yeah. And for moose.
Moose.
For my hair.
They're talking about eating moose. I'm like, when did you eat a moose?
No, I was just thinking about everything I had, going on.
Yeah.
My hair, keeping it this lovely. Put
moose blood in my hair.
And, we joke a lot. And, this last holiday for the first is, something we really shouldn't take lightly is National Cook for Your Pets Day.
Yeah. You got to make sure that your cats are getting fed.
No, you're cooking. It's
Yeah.
not feeding them. You're cooking for them.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how about National Cook for Your Husband Day?
How about National Let Your Dog Outside and he can go find his own food?
Yeah. So National Cook for Your Pets Day. All of your social holidays. Don't forget to make sure you've got your posts up for every one of them.
Yes.
Especially cooking for your pets.
It's the biggest holiday in Los Angeles.
Speaking of cooking, Chipotle is hosting a virtual restaurant on Roblox and it's a Halloween experience. Are you familiar with Roblox?
I'm not.
I think we may have talked about it a few times. My kids play this all the time. It's their favorite game. It's a virtual world. It's the metaverse.
Okay.
And they have all these little different mini games that you play, and you can play with one another. And seems pointless to me, but there's this metaverse and these worlds that they're playing pointless games in, and they just jump around and play, like sometimes they're hitting each other, trying to kill each other like you would in a normal, action game.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes there's like a football game where it's a bad version of Madden, like very Tecmo Bowl-ish.
Yeah.
And they play it, and it's not as good as a football game should be, but for some reason they enjoy it.
So it's pretty much you're living a different life in a game.
Yes, you have skins and all that. They have their avatars, and so, but it's hugely popular, and so I commend Chipotle for having and building a world inside of Roblox.
So in this world, after the football game, you can go to Chipotle, get a burrito, eat it.
I guess you could eat it in the world.
In the world.
Yeah. It's going to be, you actually feel full.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's going to make you hungry, though. And order some, I don't know, Dine and Dash, or what's the order delivery service?
DoorDash?
DoorDash, sorry. DoorDash. But, but I like, look, the future, the kids that are playing, is scary. But look, you want to start marketing early to all segments. So get in their games, man. Start building restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
And then they want to have a burrito. You watch. My kids, if they're playing it, like they'll ask me to go to like Chipotle on Monday.
So I was going to say, it's probably a lot of subliminal messaging where you're eating Chipotle the whole game. After the game, you're like, you know what? I want to go to Chipotle.
Just talking about it on this podcast is kind of making me want a burrito.
I would love a burrito.
Yeah. So Chipotle, if you're listening, come sponsor the podcast and bring us some burritos.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. Google is a really large company, and they make a lot of money selling ads. And they're expanding even more into e-commerce. That's the headline.
Okay.
in today's most unsurprising news. Google selling more ads.
Yeah, I could have seen that coming.
Yeah. So they're doubling down. And I think it's a lot of it's because, retail's still floundering a bit, like in-store retail.
Mm-hmm.
So Google is setting themselves up as a true e-commerce player, not that they weren't already. But, like you're starting to see this more. If you're doing more and more searches, you start seeing that shopping bar at the top.
Yep.
You should probably, if you've been doing them, you're probably seeing it even more often now, where that list of products, the first thing you see when you search for like a certain camera or, an item that you're looking for, you're going to see more and more of that. They're trying to integrate it where you can literally check out all within that one system. And so you don't have to go to the store.
And so those stores, they're paying for that spot.
Yes,
right?
you do.
So Google's not actually taking a percentage of all the sales. They're just getting paid to
run the ad. You get for the click, then the purchase. I think it's not tied to purchase per se, but click, which is smart on Google. You get that impression, and you pay for certain keywords to be in those shopping positions. So you can buy keywords like Sony XR3 4000, whatever the camera. There's so many different camera models now, but and then you're in that position. So tripling down and making lots of money.
Good for them.
It's the headline today. Let's scroll on. Okay, so this is interesting. Lots of Google stuff today. So they're now letting people under 18 or their parents, they can request to delete photos from search results. So, I take this as a couple of different places. If they're not really showing nude photos anymore anyway, which is good. But certain photos show up. Yeah, it is good for me.
Yeah.
It's, it's kind of goes back to my
scary past,
my pimp history. But but now you can request to have those deleted.
But is that deleted then off the website that's hosting it?
Good question. And I don't think you can request that. Google can just remove it from the search results so that it doesn't show the metadata that's there, which makes it show up. They can make sure it doesn't populate on the search results.
That kind of fucks the website then that's hosting it.
Well,
it's taking them out of the algorithm of a search.
Well, I mean, if you don't, it's still back to user privacy and rights. If for some reason the website didn't have the rights to do it to begin with, at least you get it off of Google.
Yeah, but then it's like, how do you establish who has the rights to it? If there's a photo up on a site, did they sign an NDA for it? I mean, then you got to get into like legal terms.
Well, that brings up a whole litany of things, which, everyone kind of signs up for the reality. Something really scary walking by our window.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
I don't know.
Who is that?
We've got Halloween Day here at Radical, and it's getting freaky outside our studio. But it brings up a great question of rights and everything else. Everyone kind of signs up for this, allowing their stuff show up in search results, which generally benefits the business or company because you get seen more, more impressions. But it does raise questions of who ultimately owns the content. So we'll see where it goes. So Spotify, podcast news, a little bit of podcast news, says that U.S. podcast listeners now use its service more than Apple Podcasts, which is interesting. Like our podcast, being a podcast, this is all meta. This is so meta right now. Talking about podcasts on a podcast. Through the podcast.
About your podcast.
Yeah, through. And if you're listening right now, you could be listening to Spotify or Apple about the podcast, about the news about the podcast. Okay, I digress. Nonetheless, I will say this, being a top 25 business podcast on Spotify, we have seen data that correlates with this. Our popularity on Apple is pretty strong. We hover between top 100 and top 200. It fluctuates weekly. So we have good listenership on both, but we've seen our numbers on Spotify go up. So Spotify now saying more people listen to them.
I think that they're brilliant in the sense of, to make a membership structure in a world of free content now is probably extremely difficult. But for Spotify, I don't mind spending the $14 a month or whatever you know, and now that you can listen to podcasts, I mean, it just makes sense that they're kind of becoming the hub for everything.
Yep. And, you know, I think it's definitely a more youthful app. I think more of the youth are on Spotify or than on Apple.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, there's a lot on Apple too. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a behemoth. And I listen kind of equally because I do have Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
So I listen to Apple for my music player. And you know why? And I don't know if this is true anymore, but Apple Music sounds better on an iPhone than Spotify. Like there was some, I think the streaming quality, I think Apple like reduces Spotify's and makes theirs sound so good. I don't know if that's somebody could DM us, let us know if that still happens, but that's kind of why I switched, because I was like listening to a song. I had a Spotify app membership like two months ago, and I'd listen to a song and I was like, that sounded kind of tinny. Mm-hmm. And then I went over to Apple Music and listened to the same song. It was like bass heavier. Like I was like,
it would be that petty.
Yeah,
you know?
I know. It's like,
come on.
We're gonna downstream you.
We gotta stop
down quality, reduce the quality.
Yeah,
you're not getting 322 kilobits per second. You're gonna get 180.
I wonder the difference on an Android then.
Yeah, I don't know, but on an iPhone it was significantly better, which is why I switched. So I guess they got me. I do think it's a good time to like just ease into how I'm feeling today. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I like that too.
It was a little commercial break of music for everyone.
It was a good pick me up.
I had to get back into my groove. Coming to the main stage.
And real quick, I totally judge people on what they dress up for Halloween. Like the people who dress up like serial killers for Halloween.
They really are.
I don't trust them.
You don't trust them?
No.
You trust pimps?
I do.
Yeah.
Pimps want people to be happy.
Yeah.
I like being around pimps.
Pleasure.
But if you dress up like a serial killer or Jason or Freddy Krueger, I'm probably not going to hang out with you. That's it. Okay.
Oh, ominous. It's ominous. I love it. I might play some Jason music later. We'll see. We'll see where things go.
I'll be out of here then.
Yeah. So have you seen this? So Netflix, if you saw, they have been suppressing search results for Dave Chappelle's special. You seen any of this? They've been messing with the algorithm.
Oh, yeah.
They don't like Dave Chappelle telling the truth.
Yeah. But, I mean, the closer was top 10 for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So
I think it backfired a bit.
Yeah.
Like, you suppress us, I think people go crazy and they find it. Like they're going to watch it.
Yeah. Totally.
So I respect him for speaking his mind, though. A lot of people are cancel culture and everything else. Like, this shit's driving me crazy. It's
especially being a comedian. It's like, come on, everyone's just got to lighten up.
Lighten up.
And what happened to, if you don't agree with someone, then you just don't agree with them.
Yeah. Or have a healthy debate.
Yeah.
Instead of like, all right, we got to get them off the air, pull them off, do whatever, make a big stink in the news so that the news gets scared. Mm-hmm. And, I don't know.
If you don't like something, then just don't watch it or support it.
Exactly.
There's something else for you to watch.
Yeah. But everybody's got to, it's participation trophy culture.
Yes.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they got to get something or make hay or like they have to, I don't know, be seen and heard and make a difference when sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Exactly.
It drives me crazy. Like,
I don't listen to Beyonce, but I'm not trying to cancel her music.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll go listen to Hanson or something instead.
Yeah. Drives me crazy. I like Hanson.
Boom Bop.
Yes.
That song was fire.
All right. So are you familiar with deep fake tools? Mm-hmm. You seen those?
Yes.
Like the Keanu Reeves one where he's like robbing a gas station. Mm-hmm. So Adobe is Adobe.
It's French.
I think it was the Chipotle.
It's actually more. It's more
Chipotle
expensive.
and Adobe.
Yeah.
We're building some Adobes in
Adobe.
here. Yeah, Adobe. So Adobe has built a deepfake tool, but doesn't know what to do with it. Like, then why did they build it?
How much money did that cost the company?
Yeah. How much did it cost? Fuck. Oh, I don't know what to do with this.
Shit.
What are we going to do? Let's make some. Who's their biggest competition? Let's go get their CEO and let's do a deep fake of him.
We don't know what to do with it, so let's just market it.
Yeah.
Let's market that we don't know what to do with it so we get some hits.
Yes. So I don't know what the hell to go with this, but like I kind of like deepfake tools until they're not, I don't.
Yeah.
Like when if someone does it to me or like
Exactly.
it's like it seems like a good idea, but it's a terrible idea.
Yeah, until it gets in like the wrong hands.
Yeah. It's all fun until someone gets hurt
Yeah.
and all their money gets robbed or
Yeah.
you know.
They get charged with some lawsuit or
Yeah, who knows? But Adobe, just figure out what to do with your deepfake tool.
Yeah.
So Burger King, I like this. New silk shirts that look like Whoppers.
Yeah.
I'm going to get me one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think it'd go good with this outfit I'm wearing today.
Someone is dancing over there.
Oh, yeah. It's a, what are those things called? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking
Yep,
about.
I do.
Yep.
And I forget.
It's a marketing tool.
Yeah.
Yeah. The flapping something. It's not wind feathers. It's anyway.
What the fuck is the name of that?
There's a name for it.
It's not sign spinners, but you
No.
know, in the same realm.
We've got all kinds of people walking by in different costumes, but who knows? None of them are as cool as ours if we had them on.
Yeah. You should
If we're just being
just
ourselves.
wait till you see my costume.
Yeah. But I like this silk shirt from Burger King. It's one size fits all. So get out there and get it before they're all gone. It almost looks like a safari shirt because it's got the green like lettuce and stuff.
That's cool.
But,
does it really fit all? You know,
Yeah.
one
I don't
size
know.
fits all
I
t-shirts.
mean, the fashion now with girls is like XL, like
Yeah.
baggy hanging off, or it was. I mean, it changes so fast, who knows?
Yeah.
And then it works for me because I'm an XL anyway,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
So I'm going to get me one of those silk shirts.
But what happens if the one size fits all is like really like a schmedium?
Then I'm going to be rocking it.
Then you just stretch it out.
My pecs will be pushing out the buns.
Okay. Yep.
The pickles. Ooh, is that a pickle or you're just flexing your breasts? Is that a double patty? Oh, I like it. I like it. So I like this too. Did you watch the Tampa Bay game Sunday? Or you watch football at all with Brady?
I'm gonna upset you. I don't.
Oh,
I know you're a
Sean.
big football
Oh, my
guy.
God.
So, yeah.
Oh,
we
God.
don't have to talk again.
I need to
after
find
this.
something. So, okay.
I saw
Tom-
that he gave someone a football.
So here's it's a good story. Tom Brady throws a touchdown pass that was number 600, and the receiver
That's it.
throws it into hands it off to one of the, you know how they sometimes hand it to someone in the crowd that has their jersey number on.
Yep.
And I don't know if he had his jersey number. He goes and took the football and handed it to a guy. He didn't realize it was the 600th touchdown that Tom had thrown. And they went to the bench and they're like, "Where's that football?" And the receiver, it's like, I handed it to somebody in the stands.
Oh no.
So that ball, by estimates, is probably worth at auction or something like that, being the 600th touchdown ball, in the neighborhood of $500,000.
Oh my God.
And at the time, I mean, everyone's kind of calculating it because they know that the memorabilia is so hot now. But especially with Tom, that I don't know if the fan thought through this completely. He could have totally held on to it, but they ended up giving him another football, 2 signed jerseys. Supposedly, Tom's going to go play golf with them, which he says now he's not going to. But he did give the ball back, so he was a good
once he
sport.
got the ball back, he's like, you know what? I don't want to play golf with you.
Yeah, I can play golf. I'll sign a couple more jerseys for you. But I thought that was pretty interesting.
I mean, either the guy's really nice or he's an idiot.
Yeah,
He could have retired on that.
Yeah,
Could have bought some Bitcoin.
but
and
if
then-
you're a Tampa Bay fan, like it's one of those things. Yeah, I don't get wrong. It's a lot of freaking money, but like if you're thinking through that scenario and he's a season ticket holder.
Mhm.
He's going to come back to every game, and he would get booed the rest of his life probably because everybody hate him. They'd understand it, but don't you think he'd be hated on?
Yeah,
like,
but, I mean-
you didn't give Tom his football back.
Dude, for $500,000, he could buy himself a box seat and some security guards.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I probably would have kept it too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would have kept it too and just watched the games on TV. From
Yes.
now on.
You know, there's one
In
thing
my
that
hut
if they
and,
came up to me, I probably would have just been like, okay,
Yeah.
all right, no. Or,
I would have said, tough shit, Tom.
yeah.
$1 million. $1 million, you can get it back.
Yeah, exactly. Could have auctioned it off right there.
Yeah.
But,
People forget.
yeah. So I saw this article and I had to get it. It was in Fortune, and I've been preaching this for a while. And the title of the articles is Why Marketers Shouldn't Let the Science Overtake the Art as the World Goes More Digital. And I get on this soapbox a lot. So I wanted to commend the article in Fortune, because what's happening now with targeting and digital, and everybody gets lost in the sauce, performance marketing and all these things, but the art is what really separates. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have the art and the creativity of marketing, you're not going to have the emotional impact and the branding impact that you need to make people think, feel, and act a certain way. It's not going to be just you pushing offers, pushing things onto them. They want to relate to the brand. They want to have meaning and relevance with the brand. And you don't get that with just data and science.
I completely agree. I mean, you can see it with movies. You know,
Yeah.
like look at do you know Tim and Eric?
Yep.
Yeah, they have such a niche market and a niche fan base, but their fan base is so loyal that everything they put out, everything that they do, sells out, and because they don't care about the masses, they care about that little niche. You
Yep.
know, and their content's consistent. Everything they put out is very, very consistent.
Totally agree. And so that's why we preach to all of our clients. It's a combination of art and science. Performance matters, but if you want to have performance, you've got to make people feel something. And whether that's comedy, whether that's emotional impact from, sympathy or relating to a problem, but that's art.
Yep.
And I think that we've kind of gone too far the other direction. So we're bringing it back.
Yeah, I would say the goal is creating a loyalty.
Yes.
Over, the overarching how many impressions you make.
That's right. But you create loyalty when they have true, some kind of emotional attachment with the brand.
Exactly.
And even when I say emotion, it's not always sympathy, people think emotional crime, but you make them laugh. You make them,
build a
shrug,
relationship.
or like, oh, yeah. Or even if it's tongue in cheek and it's a meme, like, okay, I can relate to them. So
Definitely.
Important. Do not forget the art. Finally today, one of my favorite kids movies. I have kids, and one of my favorites is Toy Story. So there's a new trailer out for the Toy Story with Buzz Lightyear looking pretty much like a Star Navigator, truly living up to his name. And I thought it was pretty interesting. He's going from infinity and beyond.
Nice.
Did you watch Toy Stories?
I love Toy Story.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brilliant writing. And just the actors, the voiceovers are amazing.
Yeah. So this one just follows Lightyear.
Yeah. It's an origin story, a little bit of
That's cool.
how, because his saying is always, to infinity and beyond.
Yep.
And I didn't say it as good as him, but,
Yeah. What does that mean?
Yeah. So,
Very existential.
yeah. So, beam me up, Buzz.
I like it.
We'll see where it goes. So what's on the radar, my friend?
We've got a lot of stuff going on right now. It's busy.
Yeah.
It was like consistent for a while. Now it's busy. We got a lot of projects going on.
That's cool.
And we got some exciting stuff we've been talking about.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it'll be an exciting, I think, next year.
Yep. I agree. More to come on that front.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. I hope everyone has a happy Halloween. And if you're listening to this, only 3 weeks from now, then I hope you got a lot of candy and, your kids had fun and you went to some cool parties. And you can only hope to have hair like this.
Most people can't ever.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll give you some hair secrets in the footnotes of the episode.
Moose blood.
So with that, I do want to go out on a good note. You know where to find us. We're at theradcast.com. Search for all the content. Search for lovely hair like this. You can only dream of hair like this. You know where to find me. I'm at Ryan Alford on all the platforms. Go look up Joey, Joe, and Sean. We'll see you next time on the Radcast.
inside my car.